What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Evan. In today's video, I'm going to break down the two trades that I took today on QQQ puts. Both were puts. I'm going to break both of them down for you guys, tell you guys where I went wrong in the first trade and where I went right in the second trade. So as you can see on my screen, got QQQ pulled up. It is active. I literally just stopped trading, so that's why I'm making the video, because it's fresh in my mind. And you can see we have a ton of levels marked out. Now, I just want to put this first. The blue levels are my ones that I start the day with. The green ones are my profit targets for the intraday, and the red one was my stop loss for an intraday. So with that being said, breakdown. This morning we saw a resistance around 408, around that 408 level, and we saw a support, a previous resistance right here that I was planning to find possibly support there and possibly a breakthrough to the downside at 406.3. Once we opened up the day on QQQ, we ended up chopping around a little bit, going up, hitting this 408 level, rejecting that level. So now we've rejected that level twice on the day. And then obviously, as you can see, we started chopping. Now, since this is the 1 minute time frame, but since the moving average is so close, I was expecting some sort of a break below that moving average. And if we could get that break below that moving average, that just would have been a beautiful setup, because that would have broke through 406.3 as well, which was a key level for me. So with that being said, you guys can see, if you guys don't know already, the red arrows are my entries, the purple arrows are my exits. So I'm going to zoom into here so you guys can kind of see this. So we had that 408 level. We ended up going up, getting rejected at it, and then chopping sideways. Once we chopped sideways a couple times, I saw this right here. We got 1, 2, 3 touches around this 407.37 level. We went up, touched that level again, got rejected. And once we went up to that level again and we got rejected, I decided to enter my first position on puts. So that's where that red arrow is. Once we started to come back down, I entered puts. And I was looking for a break below this moving average and a break below that 406.3 level. Now, I know this is inside of my levels, but I had a strong conviction here with multiple rejections at this level, and my stop loss simply would have been above that, above this resistance area of like 407.4. So we ended up rejecting back on down. My first entry on this, we never broke below that moving average. We ended up pushing back up, and I know you can see these are on the same like linear path right here. So this red arrow and this purple arrow are like literally almost at the same price of where I sold, but the contracts did not hold their value. The puts did not hold their value, so I ended up losing 12% on this first trade, unfortunately. So first loser was negative 12%. Nothing crazy. It's a little bit higher than I would want it to be, but nonetheless, nothing that's going to completely break the bank. And then moving on from there, approximately like 1-2 minutes afterwards, we got a rejection in that same area. As you can see, this a large white candle here. We got another rejection around this. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then this was the fourth rejection, and it's descending. It's a descending like pattern, right? So lower highs on this. So that was my next confirmation. I was thinking, hey, maybe I didn't get it this time, but I'm gonna try again for another shot at it and keep my stop loss above this 407.8 level, which was basically the top of that candle body. So we ended up pushing down right here, finally breaking below that moving average, which was beautiful, a beautiful setup. Contracts were looking nice, and I was looking for a break below that 406.3, and if we could break below that 406.3, whole psych number of 406, and possibly this 405.75, which I got from all these supports right here in the pre-market. So with that being said, we'll zoom back in real quick. You can see my entry was once we started to push down on this candle right here, once we got rejected at that previous resistance area, we ended up pushing down, respecting the 9 and 20 EMA, coming down to this 406.3, broke it slightly. We broke it by 17 cents. I was thinking about getting out, decided not to. We ended up pushing back up. I'm still in the profit at this point, because the contracts are holding their value and the stock, or the QQQ, is overall moving down. Rejected at the 20 EMA. So this was another thing for me as well. So once we started to push up on this candle, I got a little bit scared, and I was thinking, what if this thing fully reverses, right? But then I thought to myself, we literally have the 200 moving average. We have the 9 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 45-day EMA. If this thing decides to blow through every single one of these, well, then I'm just wrong. I must just be wrong, in like these indicators just must not work at all, right? But we rejected that 20 EMA. We didn't get past that 20 EMA. Ended up pushing back down, breaking that 406 level. As soon as we broke that 406 level with a decent amount of momentum, I got out. That's my purple arrow. That's the exit right there. And then as you can see, right after I got out, we ended up pushing down, breaking that, going to that 405.75, which I obviously did not hold my position till. Broke below that all the way down here to 405.14. So great trade overall, 29% from this entry here to this exit here, and negative 12% from this entry here to this exit here on the first trade. Second trade definitely made up for the losses and then some. But nonetheless, I wish that I would have stayed in a little bit further. Now, there's going to be many times like this probably in your trading. I've had it where I wish that I would have gotten in, or that I wish that I would have held a little bit longer. And this is just one of those examples, but you have to think back to your original plan. And my original plan was to get out around that 406 break if I could. So great entry compared to my exit, and that's all that matters. We could have made a little bit more money. Doesn't matter. Sold there, and we move on with the day. Because look at this. If I would have held here, maybe I would have kept holding down here, and now we fully reverse, and I would be like a portion of the profit that I have now. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you learned something from this. Those are my red arrows are my entries, purple arrows are my exits. If you want to look back, take a look at them. It was a somewhat simple day today, just some consolidation, then finally a break to the downside. And I was watching momentum the entire time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you learned something from this and apply it to your trading. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and like this video for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.